Hello, beautiful people, wherever you are. Welcome back to today's vlog, and it's coming to you live, and it's one-on-one from this platform. And I really like for everyone who is supporting the channel to make sure that we are grooving together as a team. The security was ready and to the spot, and it's here to make sure that everything is secure. And because now we are being given the intimidation that whenever you are given a prize or you are given a present, you have to make sure that you are doing only one thing, that it's praising the Kenge, which is not the entire thing that we are always doing outside here, because we revealed ourselves, we just get out ourselves that we have to make sure that Kenge is moving forward via we making everything to make sure that Kenge is moving forward. But unfortunately, he came and turned back unto us due to unconditional circumstances that his only thing that knows, maybe it's was so much onto the brain and to the head that was rotating, and you never knew what he was just doing. And right now, guys, what is just ongoing, it's just one thing, that you are getting a prize. You are coming from Georgia, you are coming from Jamaica, you are coming from United States, you are coming with some prizes, and talking about presents, and talking about you are coming to gift much of the YouTubers, the young YouTubers who are now growing and Nyabuanse. Maybe they were your fans, maybe you celebrated one day, one day maybe you had a point, one day maybe you had a seat, one day maybe you ate together, one day maybe you shared one plate, one day maybe you shared one motorbike, and we talked about, let me now come with a prize, so as a present, so as I can just surprise them as a gift. Then I can just see when Uncle Jamaica arrived in Nairobi, he met one person called I Am Mangare. He was part of my team, and we used to do some other works of YouTube, and making sure that we are cleaning the river that Kenge turned it into a sewage line, that it was just releasing some sewage onto that river. So we turned and we made sure that we are cleaning the river to make sure that everybody is getting clean water for sufficient home use, and also for the animals that gonna be using. So whenever he reached out to Nairobi, right now we can talk about Mangare is in Nairobi. He's just striving, and he's doing some of he's just in university. It's now in year 1, and I think I had not even done the first semester in that university. Then you are just given a surprise, like a gift, and talking about now if you use this my gift in this format, I will just bring some police. And that's what we are always striving outside here, to make sure that we are coming out from this brutality, from this regime of the brutality. Talk about it's just dividing and law, and dividing and ruling, which is not even how we want it to be. We want everyone to have the freedom and right to use whenever present come, and it comes with that you have to use it in this way, coming with talk about the laws are just a bind unto it, and you are given things with what you have to achieve, which is not recommendable unto this world right now, and everyone knows that. And so somebody talking about whenever you use it in, why is it a GoPro going to say that, okay, I'm not going to react, it's just a negative reaction? And people are talking about a reaction, that they're positive reactors and negative reactors. Those people are so stupid, because they don't know what they're just doing, because a reaction is a reaction. Whether you talk about you are a positive, that you are in Kenge, you are a positive reactor, you are outside here, you are a negative reactor. Not only that, you are going hand in hand. What kind of a failure are people getting from that kind of a platform, talking about their negative reactors, positive reactors? I don't think that's just something to be entitled. So the point to drive home is one, is that if you are coming with the present, I'm disappointed with a Jamaican uncle talking about now these cameras, I'm going to turn you into a custody. Tell Uncle Jamaica we have been intimidated from the sausage has ever brought us into the action. Talk about we are now going behind the bars. Talk about Kenge himself. He has jailed most of the people. Talk about you are going to jail. Talk about the demon. He has talked about that one. Talk about everyone who is just talking about, okay, now talk about the David Jr. He's talking about that one. I'm going to police. They know that, okay, now the village doesn't hammer. You come from Jamaica, you come from where? Maybe you brought us some surprises and gift. You know, you want us to make sure that we are using it the way you want. So that's like a cult, and that's like a PDD way. And we cannot move that way, because right now he's just onto the villa. Why is a very old person coming onto the villa to do what in the villa? And you have money. Go just rent a house outside there and just get a place and rest there. And you have to come and be baptized unto the villa first, so as you know, you can talk about now, tomorrow I'm giving out. Maybe it's the baptism of pedidism. It's just ongoing into that area. And talking about now, we have our own freedom to make sure that we are doing our own things. Let's do it, because there's no one is coming outside to talk about Gintu. I want you to do this. I want you to do, because I have given you a camera. So it's like now you want to rule and divide at the same time. But we have to make sure that everything is going forward. So I talked about yesterday a point of Githiriba was now talking about, hey, Uncle Jamaica, do this. This camera, we're not giving this boy. We are giving somebody else. I'm talking that way. And talking about Uncle Jamaica with how old he is, talking that I'm going to ask first the Kenge so as he can assure me who to give the camera. So that is, what is that one? You come with a present that you intended to give this to some person, but now it reaches at a time you're talking about, I have to ask Kenge so as he can approve it that I give you. And you know very well, everyone is not good terms with that guy. So whenever you ask, automatically no one will be given outside here. But talking about, that's spiritism, that's cultings. And we have to make sure that everybody is getting a good thing, not to give us the rules and regulation. You govern. It's just awkward. It's just pathetic. It's just cowardism. That's just ongoing, because we have to refresh ourselves. Make sure that I'm just wondering, guys, that you give me a present. You tell me that, okay, Gintu, come, yeah, man, I like your videos, man. I like your videos. The same video I was doing there, it was in that place. Now I am outside here to make sure that the truth is revealed, because you can never know if I was a spy there. You can never know. Now I'm revealing what I saw. And we have to rectify. You know, whenever you are doing a work somewhere, there's something that will be done, and you are just there, but you will not speak at that moment. But whenever it reaches at a time, you have to open up and say that I never liked that thing. And whenever you say that I never liked such kind of a thing, you're told now you are a negative reactor. That's the stupid people have such kind of a mind. And talking about the lady who is the XPA, talking about is advertising always the margarine, which is the brew band in Kenya, always in yellow. And right now she has changed it into red. And I don't know what's the problem with such kind of the people talking about there's a negative and a positive reactor. That's the nonsense. A reactor is a reactor. That is the point. And there's no one who is a reactor outside here. I'm just rectifying the mistakes. Wherever I see this mistake can be rectified, we have to rectify it. That's the fact. And the second point of Githiriba talking about, you know, now, Ernesto, you are not recommendable unto the villa right now. You are not going to receive. And yet is the same person who was promised the same GoPro, and it came from Jamaica, or it came from Georgia and to Kenya. And Mugeshi was the outside part talking about the negative reactor, and is just a person making the content outside here. Not only that, if you are the person going to the villa, you are now the positive reactor. What kind of a scenario and bullshit is that one? Talking about this and the positive, this is the negative. That cannot be revealed onto the ecosystem right now, because everyone has a truthful thing to avail outside here. And the things that are making them to have that ego and talk about the jealousy, it's about outside here. We are revealing the truth that was being hidden, and they cannot regret it. And they're talking about we are worshiping God. For who? And right now, they're talking about this now. There are epidemics there. There are epidemics there. Epidemics, it's just ongoing, because that's why we just, whenever you live, it's like now you have to, like a Freemason. I think so. Because you have to, for you to get a shout out, you have to work, or you have to sacrifice yourself, that I'm here, I will never get out, so as you can be given a chance. Whenever you are not, you are now talking about, I have now got independence, let me go out. You're talking about you are now a negative reactor, never come back to this villa. What kind of something is that one? And to the Kenge, that's something that's a misquas, something that is it's proroguing, it's there, it's ongoing. You have to praise, you have to go down the knees. I'm so disappointed about this because they're now showing the true color of what that villa means. Now we are coming to know the real fact, because you can work somewhere not knowing the intention. But right now we are now opening and seeing that the rule is coming from Kenge, from Argentina, and they have long nose there, which is Argentinian long nose, and he's talking about, and he's ruling the person coming with something to Kenya, talking about you have to give this one and give this kind of the law. This has to be done this way so as you can use that GoPro. Nonsense of the highest order. And they will just be waiting for that moment to reach, because everyone is getting a GoPro and getting new life outside there and explore. Because you can never work every day, villa. Every day it's a villa outside there. What kind of that one can be? So you have to get out and make sure that you are depending on yourself. So as these people don't measure our brains, because we are not measured always, and let's focus and make sure that everything is coming to you live, and it's a one-on-one. And guys, onto this platform, I have one of the biggest story that's coming, that I have got one of the guys who is called Mayani, and got much of the story to tell, because outside here, much of the people are suffering, but they cannot reveal it unto the reality. So today he has come out and talked about Gintu. Let me tell you the truth about me, and don't judge me. Guys, don't judge this story that's coming, and it's the person who has opened himself and talked about I never went to school, I was just arrested, I did this and this, I am a drug user, and I want to stop it, but I have to look for a team, or I want to look for a platform or a person who will change my life, and I want to reveal myself, and I want to get a cause, or I want to get this kind of because outside here people are getting hectic time, people are stressed, people are depressed, people are suffering stigmatization, people are suffering everything, sickness is there, brain damage is there, you know, sometimes and that's the word we can just talk about. The people are talking about, we are at the villa, they're talking about now, they're alive now, they're the people to rule in Nyabohanse, they're the people talking in Nyabohanse. Whenever you talk outside here that I want to get something else, and to the people to hear something different, so you want us always, you know guys, if somebody always sees you in this area and you change it, you talk about now you are thinking now you are the best, thinking that you have the good this, thinking about this and this and this, which is not your intention. You want to change a niche, you want to make sure that you are having a different thing from the other people. But these people are not using common denominator. They're not using common denominator. It's not working, it's not pumping. One wire is cut, one signal, it's searching 24/7, and that's why they're acting like goons. They're acting like perpetrators. They're like people from the era that it's just forgone eras. So we have to make sure that, thank you very much for all the subscribers who are always coming in and support the team, which is very strong outside there, and everyone is looking forward to make sure that the content is coming to you live, and it's one-on-one. Keep it liking, subscribe, like, share, and comment as we are grooving together as a team. It's _Gintu back again and to this route, and we have to explain what has to be revealed, because other things are just crooked. We have to say it, and we have to go forward. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Everything is coming to you live, and it's one-on-one. Keep it in. This is the platform to go. Waiting for something, it's cooking. Coming very soon in the morning. What's up? Hello beautiful people, wherever you are, welcome back. It's Gintu back again to the roots of today, and today is today, tomorrow is another day. Here we have Safari Rally motorbikes here. We have to go the circumstance. We are in town, live here. And one-on-one from my left side, we have women.
Yeah man. This is your boy, only Mayani. I can call myself the real son of the soil. You can say I'm very black. Yeah,
black current.
Yeah. And guys, if you are new to this channel, go by subscribing and switch comments, and everything will be fantastic.
Yeah, man. Exactly. So guys, today we have a Q&A, or not a Q&A, it's one-on-one. It's one-on-one live.
One-on-one.
And here we have much of the story to tell outside today, so as we can just get much of the stories from the village or the shenanigans and telenovelas at most, to make sure that everyone is expressing and the right and freedom is coming out with vibrantly. So, and to this position we have Mayani here, and gonna be talking about, he has much of the story to tell the people, and it's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, man.
You have a story?
Yeah.
It's coming?
It's coming.
Fantastic. So guys, keep it tuned so as we can just get this kind of a story, and I don't have even a hint, but I want to listen to it. So wherever you are, guys, you have to bear with the circumstances. Let's hear from each and other YouTubers, because we have to share our own thoughts, from the young YouTubers to the bigger YouTubers. Not only that is having a YouTube channel, I'm not even having a big one, but we can just share our YouTube channel and make sure that we are celebrating each other. Whenever he is growing, we all grow together from the village. So Mayani,
yeah,
you talked about how is everything, my friend?
Everything is good, but not at all. Not best.
Not the best.
Yeah.
What is the best?
Life is somehow cornering. It's hard. Yeah.
So that hardness now, it's the one we want to hear about you, because if the life is cornering, who is now cornering it, and how is that life cornering?
Let me say. Can I ask you a question?
Can I ask me a question?
You have both parents.
I have both parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you suffer and you have both parents?
Yeah. If you are over 18, whom are you going to depend for? You have to depend on yourself.
Like I can say, you are left by both parents, and you started struggling since you are young, until when you reach at like 17 years, and now you found one parents, and the condition that you are
Subjected.
is like the earlier that you are struggling, like days ago, like years ago. Yeah, so
I want you to elaborate for us.
Yeah.
Do you have parents?
Yeah, I have both parents.
Both parents.
Yeah.
So both of them are at home?
No, they're not. My mother is not at home.
Your mother,
she went like 22 years ago.
22 years ago.
Yeah.
22. How old are you?
I was
no, right now. How old are you?
I'm 21 years.
21 years.
Yeah.
So your mother left minus even you are not even born.
No. I'm 21 years old.
Your mother left 22 years away. 22 years ago.
Let me recall. Hey man, I can remember that my mother went when I was 9 years old.
9 years old.
Yeah.
So right now it's 21 minus 9.
So which
is 12. So it's 12 years ago, 12. Not 22.
Yeah. Now it's 12 years old.
So your background now, you were subjected to have only one father. It's only one parent, which is the father.
For now I have one parent, which is my father.
Okay. Yeah. So you talk about you are now having a very hard life from the start, since your mother went. Now you have only one parent, single parent, which is the father. So how are you being treated, and how are you coping up with life with your father?
What I can say is I was in my grandmother's. I was at my grandmother's home, and when there is a time I was not going to school, so I decided to come to my home, original home. So I came to my father. When I reached there, he was so happy to see me. So we lived together, but he was having a second wife. So, and my father loves me, but the second wife never loves me. So she was treating me like somehow it's not good, until when the time reaches like some years that my father chased that woman, because even that woman was putting some witchcraft to my father so that he can forget me and they can chase me away. But I went to stay to my uncle, where the time reached that witchcraft was over. So my father, when he know that, now he chased the family, chased that woman away. Now I go back home to stay with my father. Then after staying there with my father, there is a time we sell the plot, and I was in class 8 now, going to Form 1. So my father said he was going to sell land so that he can take me to high school. So after selling it, I went to high school in Form 1, and my father also, there is some money he was having. He bought a pickup car, a truck there. So after that, when I was in Form 1, when my father was alone at home, she found a woman, which was even her was a witchcraft. So I'm being told that she poisoned my father with witchcraft, so he doesn't know his home, so he's now living at that mother. Yeah, and so even some words are disappearing.
So I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
Right now, do you live with your father, or your father now has gone to talk about the wife now? He has just got.
It's like I can say he's living at that home, because my father lives. He lives at home at morning in the 6, and comes at 9 to sleep with that woman. They come and go. So in that home, my home ground, I'm the one who is now staying there. And at back days is the time that he just I just disagreed with him, so that I wanted my share, so that even me I can have something to plant, so that I can help myself. And he was just misusing the land by giving that children of that mother that he's staying there. So even me, I have to chase them away so that I can take the shamba. But there is some people who was already given the shamba, and my father was received the money, so that when it reaches the time, the person takes the place, so that he can plant his crops, and he will give my father some money.
Like leasing.
Yeah. So I just I went a lot to find to be given the land. Until now, it's like 2 months since I was given now the land. Yeah, so now where I'm living now, my home, I just like I'm living alone, because my sister now, she's in school, but she's living at my auntie. So at home I'm alone
Right now.
Yeah.
So how many siblings do you have?
We are 6, and I'm the only boy.
The only son.
Yeah, I'm the only son.
Okay, and the other daughters, where are they?
The second born, she's married, and the third born, she's in school, and there's Form 1, and there's others that are at
Still
my
primary.
Yeah, but they are at my grandmother. Yeah.
And what about now the mother? Don't you know where the mother is completely?
I'm just been receiving some information that she's at at Tanzania. Yeah.
So the other question is, was she delivering because she went 12 years ago?
Yeah.
You are 9 years.
Yeah.
Had she already delivered, or did she have all the kids, the young siblings of you, at this home before she left, or she left?
Well, you know, my mother left when we were only 3. When they were with my father, it was me and my 2 sisters. So when she went and get another children,
3.
Girls. Yeah, so that's...
So she got the children, then she got them back to the family again.
Yeah.
To your aunt, or which aunt are you talking about?
No, the one that get the children that my mother gets outside, they are at my grandmother, because you know the culture sometimes.
Oh, yeah. So grandmother of who born your mother.
Yeah.
That's where they are.
Yeah.
Okay. And now the big question is, you're talking about the scenario. So guys, we have some of the scenarios outside in Nyabuanse, and we always work with some people, but we cannot know the background of how people are just struggling outside here. And today we have just decided to get the more concept about our boy Mayani, and so as we can just help wherever we can just help today, so as we can just be revealing to make sure that he's exposing what is from the heart, so as people can know it, so as they cannot talk about, okay, Mayani, you are this and this and this and this, but they cannot know the real concept that's bringing him into that kind of a platform he is. So the question is, now you talked about your father sold the land, so as you can go to the high school, which is Form 1.
Yeah.
Did you complete your high school?
No.
What's the problem?
Didn't. I reached at Form 3, and there is a case that came through when I was still in school. So I have to go to police custody so that I can just how I can how can I get out there. But when I reached there, I found that the case is very big.
So now, before we go to now, you went to custody and something like that. What caused you to have such kind of a case, and you are in a high school?
Yeah, when I was in high school, there is a time that a case. I think I had that. When I went to when I was in high school, I was in school. After in school, I came home, and at evening, I found that the people, the villagers, like 11, they came at my home, and they came and they are searching in my house everywhere. So they were telling me, where's that girl that you are hiding inside here? Who's that girl that you are hiding inside here? So they were
pushing.
Yeah, and
beating you.
Even there is a teeth here that they removed me.
So they hit you on ankles.
Yeah.
And one teeth was kaboom.
Yeah, even the teeth has the teeth has irhute.
The teeth has bone.
These are.
There's no teeth there. Okay. Yeah. So
until now, it's just even it inatoanga usa sometimes. Ikija hivi inafinianga kwa mdomo. Yeah.
So the question now to drive home, because we are talking about your people came and raided your house without your permission, and they're villagers, and the same people came brutally and they beat you. And talking about they're searching for a lady. Did you have a fiance, or you were hiding somebody?
No, I was not having anyone in my house. But I was having a fiance, but she was not. They were thinking that she was the one that I was having in the house, but I was in school, and that girl was also, I don't know, the one that I was having was also in school. So that people came and harass me, beat me, and suddenly when my home is closer to the police station. Now the police station, the police came and they took that case to the police. When we go there, and I was told that they wrote for me that I have a case of defilement.
Defilement.
Yeah, I went to the police station. I stayed there like 1 week because they were saying that they want money so that I go out. And my father,
like a bond.
yeah, my father didn't have that money, so they took me to the court. When I go there, they told me that you have a case of defilement, and they told me that you have 21 years old and you have defiled a 17 years old. And I went to prison. I stayed at 3 months.
3 months.
3 months. After staying there, there is some skills I was learning from prison. So
The fellow inmates.
yeah. So I realized that my birth certificate was underage. So my birth certificate was saying that I'm 17 years old. That was my original birth certificate. So they took me even to hospital. They do for me what we call they search me. There's a, don't know, I just forget it. And they took my birth certificate to the machine and they found that I'm underage. Now I came to police station to do so that they can do more
Research.
I stayed there for like 4 weeks. After that, that girl that was the one that was saying that I have defiled came to the court, and we talked there, and I was free because the girl said I'm not the one that who defiled her. So they left me. I came at home. Like for now, I can say I left prison mwezi wa 8 tarehe 8
Last year.
2023.
Last year, October, August.
Yeah. Hiyo ndio nimetoka tarehe 8 mwezi wa 8 2023. Yeah. Until now, the time that I'm here. So when I reached home, I found that everything is not there because everything that I was doing is now is hakuna, it's not there. It's nothing.
Nothing is there.
I was in school. Now the people, the students that we were with in school, they have graduated to go to Form 4. Even if I go to school, even I will repeat, and also there were no school fees. Now I just stayed at home. So until now I'm just doing but there is a time I came a very bad boy. Yeah, before I met Mogesi.
So you are the rude boys.
Yeah,
Bad boys in the street.
Because the life came hard. Even using some drugs came through. Yeah.
Because now
if I was saying that the world
it's rotating.
is rotating to me. Yeah.
So for you to reach into that position of now being now a goon, and to maybe talk about Nyabuanse Center here, maybe now you extended your hand to the villagers outside there.
Yeah.
So what kind of the things were you doing?
Me.
Specific.
With me, I told you that my father was poisoned with that woman.
Yeah.
Now she was staying at a home of that woman, but they come to sleep at home. They eat here, they come just sleeping. Hey, I found like today I'm just left from prison. I came and I found there's nothing, no food, and I just what should I do? Now I started like living like a man, Yeah. If there is something that I can see that it can help me to eat, I pass through with it. Yeah, and if you use it badly, and I know I can kick you out, I will remove you the thing that you have.
For survival values.
Yeah,
Now to put food into the stomach.
yeah,
So you are now alone. Make sure that you are putting food into the stomach. You have to make sure that you are looking for every way. Make sure that you are getting money.
yeah.
So which kind of activities have you ever done that you're talking about? I can never go back to such kind of a scenario.
Removing like kukunyang'anya do na nakutoa mazimu.
Or just talk about it's like pickpocketing.
Yeah.
You are doing that one.
Yeah,
That's the one that you are just talking about. You will never go back into it.
Yeah.
And right now you are talking about you have much of the stories to tell, the generations and generations. And what kind of right now, if somebody can talk about you want to go back to school, are you gonna go back to the secondary school, or you gonna be going to the technical schools?
I have passed a lot of drugs, so there is something I can't remember any about of education. So it's maybe I look for maybe a course of plumbing.
A course of plumbing.
That's
A best one.
Yeah.
So talk about now you pass through much of such kind of the drugs. Have you ever gone to a rehabilitation, or you rehabilitated yourself?
What do you mean?
Rehabilitation is where you can just go and rectify some mistakes. You can just go there and be gauged. It's like an agency that recruits such kind of the people who are drug users. So as whenever you go there, it's like an enclosed area. So as you are just being gauged. If you are using 3 cigarettes per day, you are now being given maybe 1 cigarette per day. So as they just introduce it small until now you can just leave it, or you just rehabilitated yourself and talked about let me change as you are.
To change is hard, but I tell you that even to be having a YouTube channel is because of Ayamogesi. So that's why I'm telling you the place the Ayamogesi found me was
A very tragic area.
Yeah.
And very tragic things you are just undergoing.
Yeah.
And right now you're talking about I can just recall, because whenever you are just out of school a year and now you're using such kind of the drugs, I think the brain sometimes it cannot recall everything that you learned.
Yeah.
And also talk about the stress of home, talk about the poverty at home, talk about how you are subjected into life, talk about you are now in drugs, you are just using drugs, and now the brain can be it's now kicking, it's now looking for every corner to make sure that you are getting something.
Yeah.
So talking about now you're gonna be having a course. Do you want a school course or a manual course? You know, we have a school course. You can just go to the school that are called the colleges. We have the polytechnics here, the art ones here. So, and we have the manual one. You can just go and see what the person is doing and do it.
I want to be perfect. Because that it's like I can do it better.
You can do it
I
better.
can feel
In
it.
school,
Yeah.
reading books.
Yeah. Yeah. Even I can do it better. I think so.
And I think from my observation, and I've just done it because I was a college student too, and whenever I was told that okay, you are going to school so as you can just go and learn much of talk about the catering and accommodation was like my 5th course. I was going for it. So I thought that okay, whenever I go to such kind of a school, it's just practicals, because it's cooking, you know. But whenever I reached there, we were doing much of the subject. Mathematics, it's there, physics, it's there, subjects are there. So if you know that what I can advise much of the people, if you know that you are not good in terms of the high school, because those are the things that you are going to recover again.
Yeah.
So if like me, I left physics in Form 1, going to Form 2. Whenever I went for catering and accommodation, I got mathematics and physics combined. You know, combined. So as now you are learning it, like now you are in Form 4. So it was very hard for you to catch up with it, you know. So sometimes in I can talk this, whenever you're going for books, it's sometimes hard. But what I did manually, I can tell you this, and I can tell you this as a fact. Whenever I finished my Form 4, I never went to school direct. I started hustling as a storekeeper, as a loader and offloader. From there I was a co-driver, then I became a driver. And it was the easiest thing for me, I can just recall, because whenever you are seeing what your other person is doing, you can gauge from there, and you can get it very easily than going to much of the school. If it's like the plumbing you are talking about, I can just assure you, if you get somebody like Strongman, he has many works and expanded works.
I am there's when the time the villa was started
Under construction.
Mugesi called me. I was working with that man,
Strongman.
Even told me we go at the coast, but I told him, hey, that will be somehow possible. But because he knows I was
energetic enough,
and I was learning fast.
And you are learning fast.
Yeah.
That's the best now. That's the best thing for you to do. And I can just call him, so as if he has been, look for the people, not the people that today we are sitting in Nyabohanse, I'm waiting for a work in Nyabohanse. So it will be very difficult. Go for a person who had many tenders, like I have this work, I have this work, I have to get some people here, work here, or in Concept. Have you seen in Concept? He has many workers. He can just take some workers, a group of workers, subject them to this work, others to this work. So there's work daily. Whenever you are subjecting to that, you can just learn very easily, and you can get it from the professional. So that's the best thing for you to do, because right now for you to go back to school, you have to go for how many years? 2 years. And those 2 years you have to struggle. Now you have to work, talk about, now no one will accommodate you. You can talk about how have you reached, I'm still in school. Okay, complete school first, then you come out. It's the same. Whenever you go to school and finish the school, it's the same way now you will come out in terms of internship and attachments. So it's the same as you right now, you go direct to that position as an attachment and now internship at the same time, you know? Yeah. So as you can just get the knowledge. The only thing is sharpness, and you just go well for it. So I think that's gonna be the good thing for you to do as a person right now. So as you can improve your family. Right now you're talking about the poverty is there. You have many of the things that you are passing through, you know.
Yeah.
So as whenever now you talk about, okay, let me go for this and attach myself onto this position, then I do my perfection. Determination always matters, and focus that I want to have this. Then everything can come through the way you need it. And make sure that now, in terms of rehabilitation, in terms of now, you are talking about the drug use. Make sure that now you are a little bit using a little bit. Make sure that now you are using, maybe you are using 3 cigarettes per day. Make sure that it's just an example. Yeah. Just an example. Maybe you are using cigarettes, now you are using 4 per day. There are people who are using 4. Now make sure that you are using maybe 2. Then after 2 weeks, make sure that you are using 1 per day. If it goes that way, now you'll get another thing to get that kind of a cigarette out, you know? Like maybe you will talk about, let me now have a Big G. Big G is the PKs. You'll just get the PKs, then the work goes on. And make sure that you are busy all the times. Because whenever you are outside here, make sure you are just loitering around helter-skelter. You don't have any work. It's now the point now you are coming, talk about, I lack something. I want this and this, and you can get your friends outside there. Hey bro, Mayani, where are you? I have this kind of a form. Can you come and we share? So you talk about this now the life. That's the life will be. But whenever you talk about, okay, now I want to change, you can change yourself without anyone changing you. You know that? And you can talk about, I am looking for my background. This background is very not good for me. I want to have this kind of a background. It's you from your head. I want to have somebody's background. I want to have a background like Gintu. I want to have a background like Mogese. I want to have a background like somebody, you know. So as now you can talk about, okay, now you are good for that. Now go for it. You know, that's the good determination. I think you can just get it. Yeah. So thank you for your story, bro. And may God bless you much, because you have just talked about everything onto your heart. And you know, guys, sometimes you can see people outside here walking, getting some video in YouTube, uploading, maybe they are just storing, but you can never know what people are just undergoing. People outside there are having much of the things to tell, but they lack that person to be told such kind of the stories and get some help, because they can just get a story to somebody and somebody will be laughing at him. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Look at this boy. Look at this. So, but whenever you get a person who can just trust and make sure that you are getting such kind of a platform and you're gonna be working. Yeah. So for me, it's just a kudos for you, and make sure that now you are changing. Be you. Make sure that you are now being you. Yeah. And whoever wants to help can just engage and talk about Mayani. Kudos to you, and get this kind of a thing, and everything gonna be moving helter skelter. Fantastic, bro. So keep it moving. Life is sky is the limit, not the earth is not the limit. The sky. Let's focus forward always. Yeah. Fantastic. Let's see you. Keep it watching, guys. It's gonna be coming to you live, and it's 1-on-1 from this platform. It's _Ginto and Moges January's cast from this position, and it's gonna be working for you. And let's focus. Let's support our Mayani. Yeah. Yesterday I saw somebody talking about let's support even there's another guy. What's the name? Mangare? Yeah, Mangare is in school, and Mangare some days talked about, hey bro, in school there's very hard working. Yeah, you have to work, and you know, no one is there to support you, so you have to know that how am I fixing myself, you know. So that's how the life is. Let's support even Mangare. If you know Mangare, go support Mangare. And also we have Mayani here, and everybody who is onto the platform. Thank you very much for keeping it in lock, and this is the end.
Yeah, man. Only Mayani. If you are new to this channel, go by subscribing, switch comments, press the notification button on. Yeah, man. Always
Let's go.
Good vibes.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.